Shortcuts, the fastest way to get from point A to point B. I'm Nick Sanders. This is Video Deconstructed. That is a subscribe button. Here are 10 Premiere Pro shortcuts that I use all of the time, and hopefully they will help you click less. Number 1 and number 2, add tracks, delete tracks. Normally, you would right-click anywhere in the track name area of your sequence to get these windows, but create a shortcut and save the click. Add tracks is good for adding a track in between tracks you already have, great for organization, as well as adding more than one track at a time. Delete tracks will allow you to delete all of the empty tracks, which I like to use to clean up a sequence without worrying about deleting a track that has a lonely straggler sound effect somewhere and I didn't see it. Number 3, remove attributes. So if you look at this clip, I have a horizontal flip so that the camera goes off to the right. So I can remove attributes, and in this case, if I only wanted to remove the horizontal flip, I just uncheck everything except for a horizontal flip. And now it's going back in the original direction. Number 4, add hold frame. If you need to freeze a frame of a clip you are on, you right-click and choose add hold frame, and the remainder of your clip is now a freeze frame. Create a shortcut, you'll be doing this. Number 5, show audio time units. As a musician, this is one of my favorites. Show audio time units is essential if you really want to be able to edit your audio accurately. I primarily use this when I'm editing music and I want to loop a section. In a standard Premiere Pro timeline, your audio editing is limited to being frame accurate. So if you are in a sequence that is 24 frames per second, you can only trim up to 1/24th of a second at a time. There is a chance your loop will not sound good. So to show audio time units, you go to your sequence panel menu to turn it on. So using this song as an example, let's say I wanted to start the loop right here on this downbeat. At the frame level, you can see how I cannot get my playhead at the beginning of the downbeat. So if you have show audio time units turned on, you're going to see the time code up here change. And now I can zoom in way down to get right at the beginning of that downbeat. Number 6, reveal in project. Let's say you have a nest that has some graphics and text in it, and you want to use the exact same look at a different part of your edit, but you want to change the text. It is possible that you have a large project with lots of files and folders inside of folders, or maybe you're an assistant editor and you are jumping into a project that isn't yours. So maybe you have no idea how things are organized. You can click on the nest in your sequence and reveal in project so you can duplicate that nest and change the text and put that new nest wherever you need it. Reveal in project. I use this all the time. Number 7, zoom to frame. You may be familiar with hitting the / key to zoom your timeline out all of the way to see everything. You can also do the opposite and zoom all the way in to the frame level. Zoom to frame. Number 8 and 9, ease out, ease in. Another double. So here you'll see when I play this title coming in, it just kind of bangs into the edge there. And if you want that to stop a little more gracefully, I'm going to select this title, hold shift, click on 5 to get to my effects control panel. Here I have 2 keyframes, which are moving the position, the X parameter of this title in. And if you right click on here, you can say ease in. I would create a keyframe for that so that when it comes in, create a shortcut for that and it'll make your life a lot easier. And number 10, replace with clip from bin. Here you have the title of the ocean and you chose to put in this sea anemone. The client says it's too strange. You go for the safe option. You've got a nice pretty ocean view. Normally you would select the clip you want in the bin and then right click on the clip in the timeline and replace with clip from bin. Create a shortcut because you'll be doing this all the time. All of this talk about shortcuts. How do you create one? Super easy. You can find your keyboard shortcuts window by going to the Premiere Pro menu on a Mac, keyboard shortcuts, or on a PC, you would find it under File menu. And of course, there is a shortcut for this window. It is Option Command K for the Mac and Control Alt K for the PC. So let's say I wanted to create a shortcut for one of my favorite shortcuts, the Show Audio Time Units. You just type in here. You're going to see that some of these shortcuts have multiple options. So in this case, I want to create a shortcut for the timeline panel, Show Audio Time Units. Let's say, for example, I wanted to use Shift A. You click here under the shortcut. I'm going to type Shift A on my keyboard. And down here, it's telling me it's already being used in the default shortcuts given to you by Premiere Pro. You can go ahead and blow that one out. It's the Track Select Backward tool. Or let's say I want to do instead Option A. That one's okay, no problem. Hit OK. And now, again, up here you see we've got normal time code. If I hit Option A on the keyboard, and now I'm in the audio time units, hit Option A again, and we're back to regular time code. That's it, 10 shortcuts that make my life easier and might do the same for you. If you think you might want more video tips and tricks, subscribe, hit the bell, let me know what you want to learn in the comments.